tonight we have an interesting show for you on December 5th of 2013. First thing on tonight's show, we're talking politicians, political parties. We're talking Democrats, Republicans, Tea Partiers, alien worshippers. We're talking all that. New study has found that political parties are not what you think they are. That people actually do not know who they are voting for, and that they just vote for the animal on the ballot. All that and more to come on tonight's show after these commercial breaks.
I am Jonah Mason, and I will deliver the American dream. Vote for me. This fall I am running for president, and I will make America the way it should be. Vote for me. The economy will no longer remain in turmoil, and I will have all the terrorists executed. Vote for me. I have a 33-step plan to fix the economy, starting with taking from the poor and giving to the rich like the way it should be. Vote for me. Al-Qaeda will be destroyed, and we will spread our nation throughout the world by other countries and even more than we do now. Vote for me. When I'm president, I will not only dodge shoes, but I will catch them and throw them back. Oh!
You want, man?
Vote for me! Ah! And I will make the American dream a reality.
Welcome back. Alright, so let's get back to this survey. So basically what this survey found out was that political parties, in fact, do matter on who votes for them. And that the people voting care about which political party they're voting for. And so basically, what this survey did was it took two random politicians in the United States, one Republican and one Democrat, and it matched them with a picture. So the Republican was with the Republican elephant, and the Democrat was with the Democratic donkey. And so basically, what they did was they had a couple of questions. They had, one, do you vote Republican or Democrat? Two, it showed a picture of each candidate with some of the things that he's voted on and what he stands for. And then they would ask who they would vote for. And we would know which one was Democrat and which one was Republican, but they just assumed by the picture association that that one was Republican, the Republican was Republican, and the Democrat was Democrat. And so with the second one, we switched them. We switched the pictures of the animals. And so on one, we had the Republican matched with the Democratic donkey, and on the other, we had the Democrat matched with the Republican elephant. And so what happened was that there was more people that voted wrongly of what they voted for, they usually voted for, on the one that we switched than the one that we did not switch. To help us better understand what this data and these numbers represent, I brought in the lead conductor of the survey. Everyone, please give a warm welcome to Miles Humphrey. Miles, welcome to the show. Psych! First break.
There's only one name you need to know when you go to the polls this fall. Kara. Have a noisy dog in your neighborhood that keeps barking? Think of Kara. Have a pest problem in your local restaurant? Think of Kara. As senator, I will make the days of crying in the past, banishing them from America. This way there will only be happiness. Don't know whether our current president is a terrorist? Ask Kara. Kara gets things done and goes places no other senator would dare to go. I will personally keep the Canadian border safe from Mounties trying to enter illegally into this great country. Vote for me, and you have my promise that I will do things no other senator would do.
And cut!
Here the is my latte. You have a lighter. Is that thing still on?
Alright, welcome back, Miles. Sorry about that quick commercial break. I had to take care of that right away. Like we were saying before, folks, Miles is a professional in this survey, and he has some key data to help us understand more about the survey. Miles, tell us more about what you found out.
Thanks, Mitch. So, in the past year, I've conducted a survey basically trying to figure out if people actually look into their parties, political parties, to actually see if they actually agree with their views, or do they just usually go with Democrat, usually just go with Republican. So, as I'm sure you talked about before the last commercial break, the survey is something we did to figure this out, and we switched the political parties with the political candidates.
Right.
So we put, like you said, the Democrat with the Republican elephant, and the Republican with the Democrat donkey. So we got some very interesting results off of this. For the Republicans, we have found out that 92% of the people who took the survey decided to go with Republicans. And then, in turn, only 37% actually voted for Republicans when they really voted, looking based off the views of who the Republican Party is. Yeah. So, in turn, vice versa, the Democratic parties, originally only 8% of the people who took the survey said they would vote Democrat. But then, when the person looked at the views, they actually voted 63%, which is a huge number. So, about 60% of the people in total for the survey voted wrong.
Wow.
Yeah. So this goes to show that most of the people only choose Democrat just because they say they usually vote Democrat, and they choose Republican only because they vote Republican. So those are huge findings.
Wow, thank you so much for explaining those. So I have a couple questions for you. Why would you think some people historically vote all Republican or all Democrat at polls? So Miles, why do you think political parties are such a big deal in America? And so, would getting rid of these political parties make any solutions?
Yes, I do believe that if we got rid of the parties and allowed people to actually look at the candidates themselves and what they believe in, then it would not skew the votes, and that overall we'll have a better country. What do you think?
Ain't nothing more important than the moolah. Ain't nothing more important than the moolah. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. God. Praise God. Hallelujah. Tell the police I must.